My wife, she actually showed me an article, and I recently received an email from a student that kind of confirmed this. That she showed me an article that talked about how this generation of students, they have this thing called a quarter life crisis. Like for real, like they at the age of 20, the ripe old age of 20, they go into like depression and things like that because quote they haven't met the person of their dreams or they haven't made their first $1 million or something like that. And I had a student who emailed me who I mentor, and she was just so, she wrote me, it's like, she, now here's what she was able to do. She told me, it's like, I can pay my own bills. I'm independent, but man, I'm so dissatisfied where I am in my life. And I'm like, you're 20. What are you supposed to be doing right now? And so, so it just made me think, it's like, so what were you doing when you were 20, Ant, or around about that age? What were you doing at that moment?
I was in school.
You were in school.
I was not paying all my bills. No, I was definitely in school. I was actually on a track scholarship, so I was running. But one of the jobs I was working at was the campus security at Cal State San Marcos. So we walked around, make sure all the doors are locked, and whatever, helping the police and all of that stuff. And I would sneak into the classrooms and just turn on the TV and watch music videos. Or be on the internet all night. But I mean, my next job after that, I went from there to the parking lot attendant, and people would come up, and I would be like, "Yes, you need to park here. Yes, you need a pass. I know. I don't care. You need a pass. You can park without a pass. You're still gonna get a ticket." But that was also a campus job, and my next job after that, actually, my next job was at the gas station. That lasted all of 4 months. Yeah. It got real. I don't remember at one point at 11:45 at night, I just looked around like, you know what? This ain't working. This is not for me. It's late. Right. I'm paranoid. You can't have a paranoid person work as a gas station clerk. My next job, ironically, I met the guy who came in a regular. He offered me a job working at a country club, one of the most prestigious, most beautiful country clubs in San Diego County out in Rancho Santa Fe. I mean, I met Tiger, Alfonso Ribeiro, Mark McGuire. Nice. I mean, Michael Jordan came. I never met Michael Jordan. I'm talking about Phil Mickelson was a member. I probably shouldn't say that, but just shouldn't be giving away the membership. But yeah, it was a very. But I worked in the locker room and I shined shoes. Yeah. Luckily, that was never like on their feet, but they took the shoes off. I had to clean the golf shoes, shine their regular shoes, clean up their sneakers, whatever. Work tournaments, fold towels. So. The road to academic or professorship for a lot of us is not a clean, I knew I wanted to be a professor at 20 and look, here I am. I actually remember, before I turn over to you, it's a funny story about working or being in the academy and not knowing was I looked at my professor and I said, you know what? I don't understand. You should get your master's. You should be you should get your master's degree in this. Like, you're the most brilliant woman I know. You should have your master's. And she says, I'm sorry. I don't need a master's. I've got a doctorate. I know you have a doctorate, but you should master this. You should be a master. She's like, you realize a doctorate is higher than a master's? No. Other words, if you master it, you're the best.
Yeah. This person at 20, it's like they're looking at their life at 20 and thinking that they're supposed to be so much more. And it's like, look, I didn't get this professor job until I was 33. And I didn't even have my PhD yet. I got my PhD when I was like 37, 38. And so, that's just one thing. But when I was 20, I had just got myself kicked out of the Navy. Kicked out. You want to know what they said after I got kicked out of the Navy?
No. How do you get kicked out of the Navy?
Shut up. Anyway, I got kicked out of gross insubordination. Anyway, I will not go into that story right
details.
now. And so that's what and failure to adjust. But anyway, so you asked me, I told you. Anyway, but what they told me is that, man, look, anybody who gets kicked out of the military, they're never going to be successful in life. All right, thank you very much. Appreciate that. Did I mention that I'm Dr. Bruce Hoskins? Hello. But anyway, but that was me. I was such a knucklehead. And then when I got kicked out, I had the job that I got after getting kicked out of the Navy was Popeyes. I was working at Popeyes. That's what I was doing, and I was going to school full time at Maricosta. And dude, I was a business administration major. Yes, I said that out loud. And guess what? I switched my major, and that's not what I ended my major. Guess what I graduated with? My AAN, not sociology, mathematics. That's my road. Then when I transferred, that's when I figured out ethnic studies, and then I applied to graduate school. That's when I figured out sociology. But it's like for people that think that they're supposed to have this all figured out at 20, I honestly, I just don't get it.
You can't do it. And I hate to sound like the old guy watching all that damn TV, watching that movie. I hate to sound like that guy, but you know, any romantic comedy that you have these folks who are the actors themselves are 24, 25, 27, 28.
Yeah.
And the roles that they're playing are maybe slightly older, early 30s, and they're CEOs or owners or buyers or these executives, and it's just not the reality. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of confusion. I mean, in between undergrad and graduate school, I'm telling you, I was truck manager in truck selling truck freight space. I don't even know what I did. So it's a long road. You're 20. I don't even have nothing for you. Have fun.
I know. Have fun.
Don't make a mistake.
Don't try to fall in love. You ain't Ariel. She got married at 16. You ain't that girl in Twilight. I don't know what her name is. She got married at 19. She turned into a vampire. No one does that.
Well, she gonna live forever, so.